welcome back to our mathematics classes. Chapter 1 Rational Numbers, exercise 1.1 we are doing, and we have completed the 7th question. Now we will do the 8th question. 8th question. Subtract 3 by 4, first bit. Subtract 3 by 4 from 1 by 3. It is subtract. Subtract 3 by 4 from 1 by 3. So we need to subtract 3 by 4 from 1 by 3. That is 1 by 3 minus 3 by 4. We know for doing subtraction we do cross multiplication. 4 1 is 4 minus 3 3 the 9 divided by 12. That is minus 5 by 12. So 1 by 3 minus 3 by 4 is equal to 4 1 is 4 minus 3 3 the 9 divided by 3 4 the 12. 4 minus 9 is minus 5 by 12. When we subtract 3 by 4 from 1 by 3, we get minus 5 by 12. The second bit, minus 32 by 13, minus 32 by 13 from 2. We need to subtract minus 32 by 13 from 2. 2 is a whole number. To make it a rational number, to make it a fraction, we need to, because we are subtracting a fraction from a whole number, we need to make it a fraction. For that, we just put a denominator, put 1 at the place of denominator. We are subtracting minus 32 by 13. So 13 twos are 26, 13 twos are 26, 1 minus of minus is plus 32 divided by 13. Here it is 32 plus 26 is 58. It is 58 divided by 13. 58 divided by 13. Minus 32 we are subtracting from 2. That is 2 by 1 minus 32 by 13. 32 are 26. 132 times is 32. Minus of minus is plus. So 26 plus 32 divided by 13 is 58 by 13. In the third bit, we have to subtract minus 7 from minus 4 by 7. Okay, it is minus 4 by 7 minus 7 by 1. Minus 7 by 1. 1 4 is 4 minus 4. 7 sevens are 49 plus 49. Then 7 minus 4. 4 1 is 4. 1 4 is 4 minus 4. 7 sevens are 49. Minus of minus is plus 49 minus 4 plus 49 by 7, that is 45 by 7. We get 45 by 7. Then the ninth question, what number should be added to minus 5 by 8? The question is, in numbers, when you take in equation minus 5 by 8 plus, what number should be added to minus 5 by 8? So to get minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2. Minus 5 by 8 plus dash is equal to minus 3 by 2. For example, if we have say 2 plus dash is equal to 5. What we do? We subtract this here. Dash is equal to 5 minus 2. So we subtract the first part of the equation from the resultant when we take it from the left hand side to the right hand side. So here also we will do the same. Minus 3 by 2 minus 5 by 8 is equal to 8 3s are 24 is minus 24. 2 5s are 10 minus 10 minus here, then 2 8s are 16. 24 plus 10 minus 24 plus 10 by 16, that is minus 14 by 16. In the smallest form, we can take it as minus 7 by 8. We can note it as minus 7 by 8. The 10th one, the sum of two rational numbers. The sum of two rational numbers is 8. If one of the numbers is minus 5 by 6, that is 8 is equal to minus 5 by 6 plus dash. 8 is equal to minus 5 by 6 plus dash. If we have this same thing, 8 is equal to say 5 plus dash. What we do, this we bring it to left hand side and subtract it. It changes to the minus sign, changes to plus sign when it is brought on the left hand side from the right hand side. So it becomes, then we can find out the result. So here 8 minus becomes 8 minus minus 5 by 6 is equal to dash. Minus of minus is plus. 8 by 1 plus 5 by 6 is equal to dash, or 6 8 are 48 plus 5 by 6, that is 53 by 6. So this is the 10th question solution. Now we have 11th and 12th, two more questions in the exercise. Note down, children. Please make a note in your book. I'll give you a couple of minutes to note them down, please. I repeat, children. 8th question, first bit. Subtract 3 by 4 from 1 by 3. We need to subtract 3 by 4 from 1 by 3. Here 1 by 3 minus 3 by 4. How we subtract? How we do subtraction in fractions? 4 into 1, 4 minus 3 into 3. Because it's a minus sign, we are doing subtraction here. Minus 9 by 3 into 4. We multiply the denominators. We get 12. 4 minus 9 by 12 is minus 5 by 12. So when we subtract 3 by 4 from 1 by 3, we get minus 5 by 12. In the second bit, minus 32 by 13 is to be subtracted from 2. 2 is a whole number. 2 can be written as a fraction when we just put a denominator under 2. 2 by 1 minus 32 by 13. So 13 2s are 26. 1 into 32 is 32. Minus of minus is plus. 1 into 13 is 13. 26 plus 32 is equal to 58. 58 by 13. Our result is, when we subtract minus 32 by 13 from 2, we get 58 by 13. Then the third bit, minus 7, we need to subtract minus 7 from minus 4 by 7. So minus 4 by 7 minus 7 by 1. The number which needed to be subtracted from minus 4 by 7 is minus 7 by 1. Because we are writing minus 7 as the whole number as a fraction. Because we are subtracting a fraction from it, we are making it a fraction by putting a denominator underneath it as 1. So 1 4s are 4, that is minus 4. 7 7s are 49. Minus of minus is plus. Minus 4 plus 49 divided by 7 into 1 is 7. So minus 4 plus 49 is 45 by 7. The ninth question, What should be added to minus 5 by 8 to get minus 3 by 2? So, for example, for our understanding, what should be added to 2 to get 5? How do you do that? Dash is equal 2 plus dash is equal to 5. Dash is equal to 5 minus 2. We are taking the part of the equation from the left hand side to the right hand side, and its sign changes from minus to plus, plus to minus, multiplied by 2, divided by 2, multiplied by, as we know. So, minus 3 by 2 minus 5 by 8. Minus 3 by 2 minus 5 by 8 should be our answer. Our dash we can get from doing this. So here 8 3 are 24. The negative sign here, one of the one of the involved numbers is a negative integer. We put a negative sign here. 2 5 are 10, minus of minus, so it becomes plus. Minus 24 plus 10 is divided by 16. 2 8s are 16 in the denominator. We carry that denominator here. Minus 24 plus 10 is minus 14 divided by 16. Minus 14 divided by 16, we can in simpler form write it as minus 7 by 8. What should be if the result of addition of two numbers is 8 and one of the numbers is minus 5 by 6? What should be the other number? So how do you find it? 8 is equal to say 5 plus dash. So what you do? We bring that 5 this side. 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. So what we do here is 8 minus of minus 5 by 6 is equal to dash. 8 by 1 minus of minus becomes plus 5 by 6 is equal to 6 8s are 48, 1 5s are 5, divided by 1 into 6 is 6. 48 plus 5 by 6 is 53 by 6. So you have noted down the whole thing, children. Children, let's do the 11th question. It's asking, is subtraction associative in rational numbers? Is subtraction associative in rational numbers? Question is subtraction associative in rational numbers? Subtraction is not associative in rational numbers. We have learned this before. Let's do it with an example. Let's take three numbers: 1 by 2, 3 by 4, and minus 5 by 4. Three rational numbers we have taken here. We'll check whether 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 minus 5 by 4 whole is equal to 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 minus 5 by 4. Let's check this with an example. Okay, we are checking whether subtraction is associative in rational numbers. We know that subtraction is not associative in rational numbers. We'll check it with an example, taking three rational numbers: 1 by 2, 3 by 4, and minus 5 by 4. 1 by 2 minus whole 3 by 4 minus 5 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 minus 5 by 4. So we need to do the operations in the bracket first. We do the operations usually in the brackets first, then we do the operations outside the brackets. We'll check for the LHS first. Let's remove the brackets here. It is 3 by 4, minus of minus is plus, 5 by 4, 1 by 2 minus 4 3 are 12. It is 1 by 2 minus 4 3 are 12 plus 4 5 are 20 divided by 16 is 1 by 2 In the next step, minus 32 divided by 16. 16 1 is 16, minus 64 divided by 2 16s are 32. In the next step, 16 minus 64 divided by 32. It is 16 minus 64 is 58 48. It is 48 by 32, or you can write it 12 fours are 42, 4 2 4 8s are 4 12s are 42, and 4 8s are 32. Further, we can write it as 4 and 6, 2 and 3. 16 twos are 32, and 16 threes are 48. It is 3 by 2. Now let's check for the equation on the right hand side. RHS is equal to 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 minus minus 5 by 4 whole minus 5 by 4. Here in the brackets, first 4 1 is 4 minus 6 divided by 8. 4 1 is 4, 2 3 are 6, minus 6, 4 minus 6 divided by 2 4s are 8. In the brackets first, then minus of minus 5 by 4. In the next step, it is 4 minus 6 is minus 2 by 8 minus minus 5 by 4. It is minus of minus is plus. Okay, 4 2s are 8, that is minus 8, 8 5s are 40, that is plus 40 divided by 16, minus 8 plus 40 divided by 4 2s are 8, minus 8, 8 5s are 40, minus into minus is plus, 40 divided by 8 4s are 32, not 16, 8 4s are 32, minus 8 plus 40 is equal to minus 32 divided by 32. 32 is 1, it is minus 1. We end up with minus 1. But left hand side we got the result as 3 by 2, and in the right hand side we got minus 1. So they are not, LHS is not equal to RHS. What we found is LHS is not equal to RHS. That proves that with example we have seen subtraction is not associative. Subtraction is not associative in rational numbers. Subtraction is not associative in rational numbers. Please make a note, children, in your notebooks. Here actually 16 minus 64 is minus, so it is minus 48 by 32, so it is minus 3 by 2, and for RHS it is minus 1. For RHS also we did a mistake here. Minus 8 plus 40 is 32 by 32. Minus 8 plus 40 is 32. 32 by 32 is 1. It is not minus 1. In the first side, first equation on the left hand side we got minus 3 by 2, and on the right hand side we got 1. Both are not equal. So it proves that subtraction is not associative in rational numbers. Now for the 12th question, verify that minus of minus x is equal to x. 12th question, verify that minus of minus x is equal to x. For x is equal to 2 by 15. X is equal to 2 by 15. Let's try it. Minus into minus 2 by 15. We know it is minus into minus is plus, it is equal to 2 by 15. The next example, x is equal to minus 13 by 7. Minus 13 by 17. If we multiply this minus into minus 13 by 17, we get 13 by 17. As we know, multiplication of two negative integers, we get a positive. When we multiply two negative integers, we get a positive integer. I repeat, the 11th question was to check if subtraction is associative in rational numbers. We are checking by taking an example, three numbers, three rational numbers we have taken, where 1 by 2, 3 by 4 and minus 5 by 4 are three rational numbers. 1 by 2 minus whole 3 by 4 minus of minus 5 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 whole minus of 5 by 4. We need to check whether this is same or not. Is LHS left hand side equation is equal to right hand side equation or not? If it is equal, it will prove that subtraction is associative in rational numbers. If it is not equal, it proves that subtraction is not associative in rational numbers. So let's check left hand side part of the equation first. 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 minus of minus becomes plus 5 by 4. So we'll do the operation in the brackets first. 4 3s are 12, 4 5s are 20. 12 plus 20 divided by 4 4s are 16 in the denominator, and this 1 by 2 we have carried to the next stage here. 12 plus 20 is 32 and 1 by 2 is as it is, our denominator 16 as it is. Now we'll do the subtraction here. 16 1 is 16, 32 times is 64. We are doing subtraction here. 16 minus 64 divided by 32. Since 2 into 16 is 32, it is 16 minus 64 is minus 48 and denominator 32. We end up with the simplest form minus 3 by 2. Let's check for the right hand side equation. It is 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 whole minus of minus 5 by 4. So we will do the operation in the brackets first. 4 1 is 4 and 2 3s are 6. 4 1 is 4 here and 2 3s are 6. 4 minus 6 because we are doing subtraction here. 4 minus 6 divided by 2 into 4 is 8. Minus 5 by 4. Minus of minus 5 by 4 as it is we have carried here. 4 minus 6 is minus 2 and denominator is 8 minus of minus 5 by 4. This minus of minus becomes plus. We'll do the operation here. 4 2s are 8 and one integer is negative here. So we put the negative sign here and 8 5s are 40. Two negative integers when multiplied we get a positive integer. Minus 8 plus 40 divided by 8 4s are 32 in the denominator. Minus 8 plus 40 is equal to 32 and the denominator is also 32. 32 divided by 32 is 1. So here we got 1, whereas in the left hand side we got minus 3 by 2 and 1 is not equal to minus 3 by 2. LHS is not equal to RHS. That goes to prove that subtraction is not associative in rational numbers. The next question and the last question in exercise 1.1 of rational numbers chapter 1, 12th question. It's asking us to show that minus of minus x is equal to x. X is equal to where x is equal to 2 by 15. Minus into minus 2 by 15 is equal to, as you know, 2 by 15. Since multiplication of two negative integers we get, when we multiply two negative integers we get a positive integer. Here x is equal to minus 13 by 17 minus into minus 13 by 17, we end up with 13 by 17, a positive integer. Please make a note, children. Children, that concludes our exercise 1.1, chapter 1, rational numbers. Just below the exercise 1.1, there are some statements. It is asking us to write in the first bit the set of numbers which do not have any identity, any additive identity. The set of numbers which do not have any additive identity. There are no numbers which do not have any additive identity. Every number has a additive identity. Zero, zero's additive identity does not exist. Just zero is a number which whose no additive identity does not exist. Then the second bit or the second statement, the rational number that does not have any reciprocal. Every rational number has a reciprocal. Every rational number has a reciprocal. Again, the answer is 0 here. First bit also 0, second bit also 0. 0 is a rational number. 0 can be written as 0 by 1 or 0 by 5, whatever. But 0 does not have a ration. 0 does not have a reciprocal because 0 cannot be kept in the place of denominator. Then the third statement, the reciprocal of a negative rational number. Let this be a negative rational number. Let this be a negative rational number. Its reciprocal is minus 11 by 10. 10 by 11 is a negative rational number and its reciprocal is minus 11 by 10. Now, getting across to 1.4 topic, representation of rational numbers on number line. Representation of rational numbers on number line. Gayatri drew a number line and labeled some numbers on it. 1 to 6. Here, the number line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Gayatri drew this number line and she marked numbers from 1 to 6. Which set of numbers are marked on the number line? As you can clearly see, they are natural numbers. They are set of natural numbers beginning from 1 and going on towards the right side. Sujata said they are natural numbers. Paramesh said they are rational numbers. Whom do you agree with? They are both rational numbers and natural numbers. We agree with both of them. We agree with Sujata and Paramesh. Then there is another line, number line, which has numbers on it beginning from 0. Which set of numbers are marked on this line, on the above line or on this line? They are whole numbers as well as rational numbers. Whole numbers as well as rational numbers. Are they whole numbers or rational numbers? They are whole numbers as well as rational numbers, as you can see. Then on another line, number line, there are some more numbers marked on them. As you can see, the numbers have negative numbers as well as positive numbers. The numbers which are lying on the right side of 0 are called positive numbers, and the numbers which are lying on the left side on the number line of left side of 0 on the number line are called negative integers. These are integers. These numbers are integers as well as rational numbers. They are integers I, Z, I or Z, then Q. They are integers as well as rational numbers. Can you find any number between -5 and 3? There are many numbers. There are many numbers between -5 and 3. Namely -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. Numbers between -5 and 3. So many integers lie between -5 and 3. Can you see any integer between 0 and 1? There are no integers between 0 and 1. There are no integers. There can be rational numbers, there can be fractions, but there cannot be any integers. Numbers in the middle of 0 and 1 is 1 by 2. In between 0 and 1 is 1 by 2. 1 and 2 is 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2. Between 1 and 2 is 1 by 2 or 1 and a half or 3 by 2. 0 and -1. Between 0 and -1 is -1 by 2, minus half. -1 and -2 is -1 by 2, -1 by 2, that is equal to -3 by 2. These rational numbers can be represented on number line as follows. A number line to represent rational numbers or fractions beginning with -2, -3 by 2, -1, -1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2, 1, 3 by 2, and 2. These numbers can be represented on the number line like this. On a number line, the rational numbers can be represented on a number line like this. Example 5. Identify the rational numbers shown A and B marked on the following number line. Example 5. There is a number line. It's beginning with 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After 0 there are 8 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's say 8, and this is 7 by 7. It is 7 by 7. Okay, that is 1. 1 is equal to 7 by 7. So this is 1 by 7, 2 by 7. Here A is marked, so A is 3 by 7. Then we have 4 by 7. Then we have 5 by 7. Then this is 6 by 7. So B is marked at 5 by 7. So the numbers which we can, because it was 7 by 7 at the place of 1 by 1, that means there are 7 parts in between 0 and 1 on this number line. So we begin with 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7, and 7 by 7. 7 by 7 is equal to 1. So A stands at 3 by 7 and B stands at 5 by 7. A is equal to 3 by 7 and B is equal to 5 by 7. Here is a unit 0 to 1 is divided into 7 equal parts. A is representing 3 out of 7 and B is representing 5 out of 7. A represents 3 by 7 and B represents 5 by 7. Any rational number, important point to be noted on the right side in a box on page number 21, any rational number can be represented on the number line. Notice that in a rational number, the denominator tells the number of equal parts. The number of equal parts. It shows in the rational number how many equal parts are there. Note that in a rational number, the denominator tells the number of equal parts in which the each unit has been divided. The numerator tells how many of these parts are considered, how many parts are made. The numerator shows us how many parts are there in total. So please note them down, children. Hope you got enough time to note this down, and we'll get back with another video on page number 22, and we'll start working on page number 22, example 6. Until then, take care.